So you, of course, run classes at Temple Construction, and you've started this coaching program as well,
Hmm.
and you're teaching people to find themselves, find a way to love themselves, and finding a way for them to have a better future life and not worry so much about all the negative things that have happened. But like you said, you have to confront those negative things. So let's say someone comes to you and is like, Harriet, I've had a really tough last few years.
Hmm.
Um, I need your help. What's that process look like?
So the process would be I would ask them, of course, like what the problem is, your perceived problem. And it is actually not there's no one specific process to it because
Yeah.
it's gonna be different from people to people. I would ask them why they think it is happening to them, what the lesson, what is it trying to teach that
Mm-hmm.
person? What is it trying to teach you? What emotions are you feeling? What is life for you?
Yeah.
Why do you think your soul needs to experience this experience?
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah. So it's not a one size fits all, which
Mm-mm.
makes sense because everyone's going through their own experience.
Right.
As we talked about off camera, we were talking about the fact that it's everyone has an individual human experience, and it's gonna be a different path and different lessons. And I know we had also talked about the fact that you should try to give as much love into the world, but sometimes that can take away from your own self love. You can look at it as I'm loving these other people and that's what I should be doing, but then you forget to love yourself. I'm guessing you've seen that a lot, and it seems experienced it yourself as we all have. So, how does someone get themselves out of a toxic situation where it seems like they tell themselves, I'm just loving this person, like I need to be there for them, and forgetting themselves? Like, what's the first step for someone to sidestep that way of thinking and start the healing process?
The first step would be awareness. Awareness that you cannot give to others what you don't have yourself. Right?
Right.
It's hard. Like you said, how are you going to love others if you do not love yourself? That is true. How are you going to provide happiness to others if you are not happy yourself? It's just not possible because you're always going to be irritable. You're always going to feel negative emotions that are not, you're not going to be a positive person to be around with.
Yeah.
So I guess the process to that is for you to be aware of your own, if you're being a toxic person
Mm.
and how you are being a toxic person. For me, loving others it's not really about sacrificing your own love for yourself. Loving others, you really need to reflect on yourself and figure out what love is for you.
Right.
And when you have the answer to that question, then you can move forward with the other questions. Because if you don't know what love is, then it's impossible to say that I'm loving others the way that they need to be loved. Because loving one person may not be the same as how the other needs to be loved, because most of the, like right now, what most people do, we are loving others the way that we want to be loved, not how they need to be loved.
Right. Yeah, because especially if you're missing that self love,
Mhm.
you're inherently searching for it within someone else.
Expectations,
Yeah.
that's when expectations comes
Yeah,
in.
because you want someone to make you feel better, and I think a lot of people have run into this, and this is something. And toxic is a super buzzword right now,
Mhm.
but I think this has been a tale as old as time, where people feel that they are not complete until they find someone else, and And I think you might agree there that that's the absolute wrong way to look at it. That you want to complete yourself first and either add to someone else's life or maybe help them grow as well.
Okay, let me give you a backstory. I was
Okay.
not even supposed to share this today,
Okay.
but when I was 13, um I went to a private Catholic school. I grew up in a Catholic like environment,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I found myself looking for or feeling like there's a void inside of me at the age of 13. And I was thinking to myself, I can't feel God right now. So what I did was I looked into different religions, and then I found one that resonates with me. My parents would they were stopping me from attending Bible studies because I was 13 and I was changing religions
Yeah.
myself. So it was crazy. So coming back to that void that you're feeling, that you're trying to find in others, right? So I had my I dated someone. I That's when I started dating seriously, and I keep looking for that love, and I keep on putting myself in unhealthy situations trying to fill that void inside of me. I was 13. I didn't really learn my lesson until I turned 27. That's a long time. I keep putting myself in I keep breaking my own, I keep on breaking my own heart.
Mm-hmm.
So you can never, like, no one can ever fill that void that you're feeling but you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I completely agree. Completely agree. And it's, I think it starts a lot with positive self talk and accepting that bad things had happened, figuring out your role in them, but not blaming yourself for the outcome. Uh, taking responsibility for things that you need to take responsibility for, but not dogging on yourself and hating on yourself.